What's going on, guys? It's Kevin here from Full Send Diesel. Today I'm going to be showing you our billet valve covers, our second gen swap high mount kits, and we're basically going to install that on a truck here. It's my truck. Going to run a Vibrant Performance catch can with braided lines for that, 12 AN, and then that's basically it. It's going to be a pretty quick video just showing you the features of our second gen swap kits and showing you some close-up videos of the features of the kits and how they look up close and all that good stuff like that. So I'm going to get the camera over here and I'll show you some close-ups of that stuff, and then we'll go ahead and get it installed. Let's check it out, guys. Alrighty guys, so I'll start you guys off with the billet valve cover we have here. We have a company down in Tennessee, Beans Diesel Performance. They make a lot of valve covers. They make this for us, American made, top of the line quality. You can definitely see that they make a lot of top quality stuff, so we definitely wanted to pick someone to make these for us that could do a very good job, and that's definitely what they did. So it's basically, these come out bare. They can be bought black and then machined, basically anodized black and then machined. So what the look would be like that would be kind of the same thing here, except everything that's green would be just machined aluminum. It looks really, it's going to look really cool. This one right here, we powder coated this. It took a solid 8 hours of me and my powder coat guy. Absolutely miserable, never doing it again. I don't recommend powder coating them unless you have a lot of time. Extremely tedious trying to do all this stuff, especially with this two-stage shocker yellow. So it's a white base coat and then the yellow base coat. So basically what we did was sprayed the black, then did the white, and then wiped off as much as we could, then baked the white, then let it cool, then we wet sanded the whole cover, then sprayed the yellow, got as much of the yellow off as we could, baked the yellow, wet sanded the rest of the cover, perfect, and then we sprayed it with clear, and then baked that and let it dry, and this is the finished product for this. So we have two 12 AN fittings up here for our Vibrant Performance catch can that we're going to be running. We were thinking about making one, but honestly there's no point. Vibrant Performance makes a great catch can. It does a really good job, it breathes well. I've used them before in the past, and I think retail's about $150, maybe a little bit less. They're a great catch can, so I don't see a need. By the time I fabricate one, make it look cool, and put an FSD badge on it, there's no sense in doing it, because this $150 one looks good and it works absolutely fantastic. So I'm not sure how I'm going to mount this yet. It comes with this stainless steel piece here. I'm not sure if I'm going to bend it or make my own bracket, so that should be interesting. We'll do that once the truck's in here and we get everything else on. So that's that. We have our AN hoses. I already put two 90s on this end. The other two I left off because I'm not sure where this is going to get mounted yet. And then we have two 10 AN ORB to 12 AN fittings to go into the top of the catch can, because Vibrant sells them and they come with 10 AN fittings here, but we're going to run 12 AN lines. You can run 10 ANs, it'll probably be fine, but just to be safe, I'm going to run 12 so she breathes better. This is also, the valve cover is internally baffled, although you're still going to need a catch can. It may be on like some stock applications with very, very minimal blow-by. You might be able to get by without them, but I would recommend 100% running a catch can, because you don't want to have oil blowing out all over the place. It's just not a good time. So that's that, and then our valve covers also come with the stainless steel hardware, two bolted up to the truck, so we'll show you guys that later. And then we have our Billet Low Cap that basically matches the valve cover here. Beans Diesel Performance also makes these, does a fantastic job. These are also available on our website. So we'll put them down, we got those out of the way, and then we're going to get over to the second gen swap kit. So this second gen swap kit here is one of our high mount kits. Basically uses a T4 40-degree angled manifold flipped up with a 1-inch spacer to give the turbo a little bit more height and push it out so it clears the manifold. So on this one, this is for a 2012, I welded this bellow into here to give it some flex, so when your motor's flexing, depending on how your motor mounts are, you're going to have more or less flex, and you don't want to be, if you had a solid pipe, you would probably rip a boot. On the 10 to 12, since it reduces to 2.75 inches at the intercooler, and this is a 3-inch pipe, I can't use these boots, which are normally used on the 03 to 09 kits, because these have plenty of flex in them. They're 6 inches long, they're flex boots, so On the 03 to 09, I wouldn't have a bellow in here because I can use this 6-inch boot, which gives it enough flex generally to be okay, unless your motor mounts are completely shot. But for the 10 to 12 Dodge Cummins, I will put a bellow in here. Or if I can find, which I haven't been able to find yet, a boot that's like this, but steps down from a 3-inch to 2.75 inch. I believe Stainless Diesel has them, and I'll be putting an order through them. I've been working with them lately to get a lot of the fabrication components for this stuff. So should be able to do that, but you get the general idea. And then we have our 5-inch intakes. They have our logo welded up front here, powder coated gloss black. Your bungs here, a little dirty, but map, and IAT bungs there. V-band welded onto that, and then our turbo covers here. This actually is a Force Inductions S467 turbo cover. If you are purchasing a second gen swap kit from us, and we sell the piping separately, so then you can choose which turbo you would like. If you pick a Forced Inductions turbo or one of our turbos, whether our Street Fighter or Competition series, you don't have to select at checkout on the turbo part to add the V-band when you're doing a second gen swap kit. All of our second gen swap kits from here on out will come V-banded intake. And if you purchase one of our turbos or a Force Inductions turbo, we'll weld the flange on here for free. So you can see that came out great, and that basically mates up just like this, giving you a nice clean, no boot, looks way better. And then we also have our clamps. All the clamps in our kits will come powder coated gloss black. So you either have the option of bare stainless steel, all these are stainless steel. So you can either pick bare stainless steel, or if you select powder coated, you can pick one color, which will be your base color, which here is shocker yellow. And then everything else, unless you specify, will be, the logo here will be black, and all the clamps will get powder coated gloss black as well. Looks really, really cool. When it comes to color options, you can pick any color you want. We use prismatic powders for our powders, so basically you find a color on there and we'll get it done. It doesn't matter what color it is. Triple stage, single stage, it's not going to add to the price difference. It's all included. Intake pipe, intercooler pipe, intake pipe, turbo cover, sorry. And then the clamps as well. So those come out great, all V-banded, very simple, looks amazing. All stainless steel, back purged, no sugar on the inside, all that great stuff. Comes with the air filter, the oil feed and drain lines, the spacer, manifold studs, stainless steel, all the clamps, everything necessary that you need, gaskets. It comes with everything. Again, the piping kits are sold separate from the turbo and the manifold, so that you can select a different turbo if you want. Because if I put up a second gen swap piping kit and then I have like a shitload of different options for turbos, which we're actually going to be incorporating stainless diesel now into ours as well. So you'll be able to select one of our turbos, Force Inductions, or stainless diesels. Those are the three right now that I really like. Although, of course, I try to push my own turbos. Those guys make great turbos, and I've worked with them a lot, so I'm going to continue to do that because there's enough bread for everyone. So if someone wants to get a stainless diesel turbo in my kit, they got it. If they want to get my kit in a stainless diesel second gen swap kit, or my turbo in a stainless diesel second gen swap kit, they can go ahead and do that. You know, it's all awesome. So we like working with other companies, and yeah. So we're gonna get this stuff installed up on the truck here. Not gonna do too much on that, and then my truck's also already second gen swap kit, so I'll be like the manifold and everything's already on there. So I'll just be basically pulling the important stuff off, swapping it out with this beautiful second gen swap kit here, and then we'll show you some after videos. And then we're also going to have to do a little bit on where we're going to mount the catch can, cutting the lines, making the lines, and that should be it. That rant is over. So I'll get you guys a close-up video of this, so put some cool music in there, you know, looks cool, sounds cool, and then we'll get it done. All right, guys? Alright guys, we got the truck in the shop here, all dirty. So, that's really it. Yeah, truck's in the shop. We're gonna get all this good stuff over here on. And then we will go from there. Had a mystical tanning bed fall the other day. Yeah, don't ask me how a tanning bed fell. You can't really see it, but it fell and dinged the whole side right here. So I gotta get that fixed. So if anyone on here does body work in the local Jacksonville, North Carolina, let me know, because we need it over here. Can't have dings and stuff like that. Nope. Alright, let's get this stuff on. Alright guys, we got our oil cap here. I just wanted to show you how it pops on. It's basically empty on the inside. You get your regular cap, take it off, put it on, and it pops in there. Hey, it's right around there. I just wanted to show you guys how it's a cover and it just pops on there. Alright guys, we almost got everything finished up here. I had to take a break and go swim in the pool because it's hot as all hell out here. So I'm going to wrap this thing up, get it wiped down, make it look good, and then we will show you the finished product with everything installed on the truck. Catch can's done, all that stuff's good to go. So let's get to it, guys. Alright guys, so we got everything finished up here. We have the valve cover on the cap, the intake horn, the second gen swap's done, intake's on, intercooler pipe, all that good stuff. Everything's cleaned up, looking great. I'll show you guys where I mounted the Vibrant Performance catch can. It was very simple. I just stuck the mount that comes with it in a vise and I just bent it into a 90, drilled a hole, and I actually bolted it to the intake horn. It's a really sturdy spot, keeps it tucked up out of the way. I did have an issue fitting the 12AN fitting in the back, so I went to a 10, but I'm going to see if I can manufacture some really tight radius fittings that can kind of go like that to keep it low so it doesn't hit the firewall. I know on third gens there's more space, so it's generally not something you have to worry about on them. But other than that, everything went together well. I think it looks absolutely amazing. So I'll get you guys some close-ups here and check out the catch can and the turbo kit. Alright, so we have the intake pipe here, V-banded, welded on the compressor cover, looks absolutely amazing, extremely clean looking. Same thing with the intercooler pipe down there. This is hanging loose right now and the battery box is hacked up from the previous second gen swap kit that was in here. Whoever installed it, I guess, had some issues, so they cut up the battery box, and this is just flapping around, so I'm going to have to tidy that up a little bit. But yeah, the bellow gives a little bit of flex, and then you come over here, got our boot, connection at the intercooler pipe, everything's solid. Basically, having the welded V-band right there as opposed to a cast 90, it's a lot harder to do, but you don't risk blowing off another boot, and then that bellow gives you the flex, because when you're getting on at higher RPMs, depending also how bad your motor mounts are, your motor is going to move, so you need that flex to not tear a boot and rip stuff like that. So valve cover's on. You can see the 12AN line in there in the front, and then in the back we have the 10. It was a pain in the ass to fit that back there, so we're going to be trying to get some tight radius 90s, see if they make them or we will make them ourselves. So intake horns on. That's essentially pretty simple. We didn't make that or anything. That's the Banks intake horn. And then we have the Vibrant catch can mounted right here. You can see I bent that up into a 90 and used the bolt, which actually is kind of funny that it's a flex plate bolt that I found. Happened to be the perfect thread size. So that was really simple, and the lines are pretty short, so you just go back there, make a 180-degree turn, come back right into the catch can, and it is mounted up nice and sturdy, doesn't move at all. So everything should look good. I'm going to do a little startup here, and then should be good to go. So there you go, guys. You you have now seen our billet valve covers. We make these for all 24 valve Cummins, 1998.5 up through the 2020s. If you have any questions whatsoever, feel free to reach out to us on our website, Facebook, Instagram, email kevin@fullsenddiesel.com, or call or text anytime, 908-246-8943. I'll also have all that stuff in the description below. If you have any questions about the second gen swap kits, we're going to try to stick to the high mounts. We can do low mounts, and we are open to going to be doing some compound turbo kits and even triple turbo kits soon. Or any other one-off things you guys want, we can make it. Just reach out to us. We're all about doing crazy stuff that no one else has that looks badass. So yeah, that concludes this video. If you guys have any questions or any other things like that, please feel free to give us a shout and let us know. You guys have a great day.